All right. Whew, excuse me, I'm a little out of breath. So, I went with the wind sprints. Man, that was intense. I changed it up a little bit. Instead of just doing the 10 straight and taking breaks in between each sprint, I felt pretty good. So I did 5 straight, and then 4, and then 3, and 2, and the last one I went as hard as I could, which probably didn't look like much, but it was everything I had. So now I did my stretches before. Right before I did, let me start over. I did two laps around the track at a walking pace. You know, not a regular pace, just a slightly faster than walking pace to warm up the muscles. I did my little stretching routine. I did forget one important stretch, but like I said, I'm new at this, so I feel a little more in front of one of my thighs because I probably didn't give that a good enough stretch. And then, like I said, I did my stretches, and then I got started. The second the sprint started, the knot in my stomach went away, and it was just really the urge to do better against myself and for myself. So I didn't know I was going to do the 5, 4, 3, 1 until I was halfway through the first 50, and I said, you know what, let's just do it. So 550s, 450s, 350s, 250s, and the last 50 I went about 20 yards and then picked up the pace and ran as hard as I could for the last 30 of that sprint. So as you can see, I got plenty of sweat out of the deal. I'm still catching my breath and walking, enjoying the pace. Remember to stay hydrated, especially if you're carnivore. Staying hydrated is key. Keeping your electrolytes up. I eat more salt than probably any human being in existence, and I never have associated cramps or a lot of the problems that people have because they're letting themselves get dehydrated. I'm one of the lucky people that like salt, so I don't have to worry about thinking and breathing at the same time is a little tough. I don't have to worry about electrolyte drinks and all that stuff, which can get a little expensive. And you know, I try to stay budget friendly, because as much as I would love to spend every dime on my health, I also want my family to be able to enjoy things too. So, you know, I eat chopped meat pretty much 7 days a week, with the exception once in a while I treat myself to a steak. I've been doing it for, I don't know, if I had to guess, 5 months, 6 months, who knows? I don't really keep track of that. I just know I've been doing it for a while. I don't miss anything. I feel good. My energy level's great. And now I'm out here doing this. So last night I was lucky. I went to a barbecue at a friend's house, and they had all different types of meats. So I really got to, and they don't, as a general practice, they don't cook with seed oils, and they thankfully paid attention to my dietary needs. So I ate like a pig yesterday, but completely on my diet. I left the barbecue not only as content as could be and was able to enjoy all the festivities. My belly was full. I ate probably 5 or 6 o'clock yesterday. I haven't eaten yet today. And even after this workout, I'm not even hungry. The hunger feeling hasn't even hit me yet. I do make sure at about 90% accuracy that I do not eat unless I'm hungry. Even the first twinge of hunger I let pass, and if it comes back, I'm not talking about hunger pains, I just that I might be hungry. I let it pass. For 20 minutes, 30 minutes goes by, it doesn't touch me again, I let it be until I truly feel hungry. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not starving myself. I'm not torturing myself. It's not willpower. I'm just waiting till I know I'm actually hungry. For anybody who's actually overweight or fought obesity and they had an unhealthy relationship with food, you might know, like I do, that my hunger signals aren't exactly on point. So for me, it's crucial that I wait it out and make sure I'm actually hungry, that I'm not eating because I'm bored. You know, if I'm sitting on the couch watching a movie with everybody and the urge to eat comes on, I really got to be careful there, because since I was a little kid, I would turn on the TV and go get something to eat. So it's kind of like, if you're familiar with Pavlov's dogs, it's like somebody ringing the bell for me. As soon as that TV goes on, I want to eat. So I've learned that about myself, and I try to stay conscious of it, and I try not to sit in front of the TV as much these days. So that's the story. I'm hot, I'm sweaty. Surprisingly, I'm not as thirsty as I thought I would be. But I feel good. My adrenaline is pumping. I can feel the endorphins. I'm fighting back to smile as I talk to you guys. You know, if you're not one to exercise, you may not understand this feeling, but you know, you look at people exercise and it looks like torture to you because you're not doing it or you've never done it. But man, this is better than therapy. This is better than any mood altering substances the doctors might prescribe or any otherwise substances. This feels good. It cost me nothing. And I'm going to go home and my girlfriend's going to wake up to a guy who's not only accomplished 3 or 4 things this morning, but a person who's happy, feels good, and is healthier than the last time she saw me because I got out here and got moving. All right, y'all. This is it. This is my new way of doing things. I got to spend the summer figuring out a way to keep this going through the winter. You know, it's New York winters can be a little brutal, so like I said, I'm not going to torture myself, but I will find a way to exercise. Maybe I could find an indoor track, or maybe I'll switch it up. I'll find an indoor pool and start swimming. That's one of my other favorite things to do. You want to see something good out of me, you got to put me in the water. So if I could find an indoor pool, the catch is it can't be a saltwater pool. I find that saltwater, well, the pools anyway, the last time I was in one really irritated my eyes to an extreme that I couldn't drive home for a couple hours. So that's a concern. But I'll figure something out. If I have to resort to a home workout video, that's what I'll do. It's not my favorite thing to do, but I enjoy them to a certain degree. And what's more important than anything else is that I keep it moving. So I gotta keep this in my routine. I'm a creature of habit. Once I start something, I get it in for 5, 6, 7 days. Then it's like breathing. It's just something I do, and I know that about myself. Oddly enough, in life and at work, I'm a pack animal. I love being around people. But when it comes to a sport, I like to compete against myself. I don't like, trying to beat Joe or Timmy or, there's inherent differences. You're always going to find somebody who can beat you, or you're always going to find somebody who's slower than you. I've been running for 5 days. I could throw a rock and probably hit somebody who I could run faster than. But I'm not in it to beat them or be beaten or make somebody feel good by beating me or feel bad by losing to me. I'm in it for my health, my mental fitness, and if I can get a little physical fitness out of it, if I look a little better in a bathing suit at 50 years old, well, 49 now, but 50's coming fast now. I want to rock 50. I feel like I'm rocking 49 harder than I rock 30, so I'm in it. I'm not afraid of aging anymore. I'm not worried about the end of life. When that day comes, I know I did everything I could to extend this game as far as I can. I will close my eyes with no regrets. All right, y'all. Enjoy your workout. Enjoy your routine. Pick exercises that are fun for you. You don't even have to say exercise. Go play pickleball. Take up tennis. Play some baseball. Chase your kids around the yard. Whatever you enjoy doing. Exercise doesn't have to be torture. I love what I'm doing right now. I was looking forward to it all night. Couldn't wait to get here. Yeah, sure, I had the knot in my stomach because I'm still pushing myself. I'm still challenging myself. And I know I'm going to be sore. But the process itself, I really enjoyed. So, that's my little piece of knowledge. I'm repeating it as many times as I can. Hopefully somebody hears it. All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed your 4th. You know I did. And enjoy the rest of your day.